blink and you'll miss them. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 anime Easter eggs. Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we'll be looking at the times in anime where the shows in question gave a little nod to fans by including something a little extra in the scene. As such, be on the lookout for a few spoilers down the line. Number 10. Dead Inuyasha? Ranma 1/2. In the final OVA of this long-running comedy series, we got a very unexpected cameo in the form of the half-demon and his comrades. Caught up in a deep slumber, Akane eventually ends up having a rather grisly nightmare, one that has her surrounded by the seemingly dead bodies of Inuyasha, Kagome, Miroku, and Shippo. Okay, so we're not that broken up about Shippo biting the dust, but seeing the rest of the cast get killed off is kind of unsettling. You're sure this wasn't Naraku's dream?
Don't presume to understand me, Inuyasha.
Number 9. Sword Art Online Merchandise, Oreimo. It's well known that Kirino is actually a huge otaku who loves nothing more than indulging in everything nerdy and erotic. With such a divisive personality, it's only fitting that we would get a nod towards one of the most polarizing anime in recent history, Sword Art Online. It may be stuck in the form of action figures, but it's good to know that Kirito and Asuna are there to give their consent to yet another pairing that really shouldn't have come about. Number 8. Haruhi Suzumiya, Lucky Star. Given her reality-altering powers, it should come as no surprise that Haruhi Suzumiya is able to influence and make cameos in other anime. As it happens, she, along with the rest of the SOS Brigade, are featured most prominently in the oddly charming series Lucky Star. This is mostly shown through our lead character, Konata Izumi, who happens to be a big fan of the show. She buys their merchandise, sings the theme song, has pictures of Haruhi on her phone. She even worked at a Haruhi Suzumiya themed cafe. That's dedication. Number 7. Rave Master Cosplay, Fairy Tail. It's no secret that Hiro Mashima received great success with his manga, Rave Master. While it arguably has been overshadowed by the monstrous popularity of Natsu, Urza, and company, it hasn't stopped it from popping up through the course of its spiritual successors series. One of our favorite instances has to go to the time that Urza, Wendy, and Carla took up acting jobs and went on stage dressed as Rave's lead characters. Sure, their acting definitely sucked, but it was a nice callback nonetheless. Number 6. Saitama on Speeddial, Mob Psycho 100. We know that Raigen talked a big game, but who knew that he had friends in such high places? Well, that may be a bit of an exaggeration, but it's still awesome to see a reference to arguably the strongest anime character of all time. We shouldn't be too surprised by this, since Mob Psycho 100's creator also wrote One Punch Man. He may also appear for a brief moment, but you have to wonder, if Reigen had Saitama on his contact list, why doesn't he call him up more often given all the crazy espers he encounters on a daily basis? Number 5. Squidward, Gurren Lagann.
I am ready to unlock my potential. I can become anything I set my mind to.
Well, at least it's a step up from working at the Krusty Krab. In what has to be one of the weirdest cameos ever, just before Team Daigoren managed to put an end to another Beastmen threat by drilling one of their gunmen to Kingdom Come, we see that there's an unexpected guest on board. Impossible! Your eyes are not deceiving you. Squidward Tentacles is in the cockpit. Good to see that his string of bad luck is holding out. He did back the wrong team after all. Number 4. Oreimo, Eromanga-Sensei. Because why just have one trashy anime about a bland lead character getting it on with his sister when you can have 2? though we shouldn't be surprised since both were created by the same guy, who maybe has issues? Anyway, let's not get into that. As Masamune ventures in to inspect he and his siblings' latest work of erotic fiction, he passes by a very familiar group.
絶対面白いってイラストも超可愛いしめっちゃ期待できそう確かにそのイラストには極めて強力な魂がこもっているようね
You have to wonder, is the look that he and Kyosuke share some kind of acknowledgement that they're kindred spirits? And by kindred spirits, we mean both bound by their desires to bone their underage sisters.
あなたにとって俺たちの作った小説が面白いものでありますように
Number 3, Cube A, Nisemonogatari. And you thought that all the Araragi had to worry about was dealing with vampire attack and his female friend suffering from supernatural afflictions. This little Easter egg goes by so fast that unless you're looking for it, it'll definitely slip by. Once you notice it, however, it'll definitely stick with you for the rest of the series.
上半身を乗っけろそんでからブラブラさせてる足を脇の下に通せよ
Plastered across a random sign, we see that one of the images resembles that of Madoka Magica's adorable Abomination Cube A. Given how the little bastard has a talent for causing suffering, maybe he has something to do with Araragi's perpetual bad luck? Coincidence? We think not.
僕と契約して魔法少女になってほしいんだ
Number 2, Street Fighter, Yu Hakusho.
Haven't seen this many freaks since that comic book convention.
So many people have gathered here just from word of mouth.
We knew that the chance to become Genkai's successor would attract contenders from near and far, but who would have expected Capcom's poster boys to show up? While Yusuke and Kuwabara engage in their usual arguments, if you pay attention to the background, you'll see the likes of Zangief and Ryu. It's kind of a tragedy that they don't show up later in the arc. Can you imagine how awesome it would be to see a Hadouken and a Spirit Gun clash? Come on, at least give us Kuwabara getting the pile driver treatment. Number 1, Light Yagami, Death Parade.
原田かこいつどっちを落とすかお前が選べ
Guess you really do reap what you sow. In an Easter egg that had anime fans' jaws on the floor, we see that someone identical to Death Note's lead character was going to be taking part in the Death Games.
この人は誰なの
知る必要があるのかどんな人間だったら原田を虚無に落とす
The fact that Kira himself could be sent to the void is almost too poetic. And in all honesty, we can't decide on what fate we think he should have. For his crimes, he deserves to face oblivion, but knowing Light like we do, there's every chance that he would have slithered his way into reincarnation. Now, that's probably a scary thought.
Exactly as planned.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.